Hello everyone. This is Doug again. Today's topic, I get an email from one of my women subscribers, and she wanted to hear my point of view about females in combat. I think it's really interesting what she put down. So she sent me an email, but I'm not gonna say who she is or anything like that. So, but I'm gonna read her email and hopefully this will stimulate everybody. Hello, Doug. I want to know how you feel about this topic, and I haven't seen a lot of videos on it. I want you to think about doing a video on this subject, females in combat. I want to explain myself, some on why I do not think females will work well on the front lines. We are built differently than like yourself. We have a few more second delay there than you do when it comes to pulling the trigger, even if we are assaulted. I feel that women weren't built to kill unless they have psychological issues, but that is entirely something else. It's not because our bodies are built differently. I just think that we would have a much more problem at letting go of what we would do or see somewhere. I think that our soul hearts run much deeper, and orders that we are instructed to carry out will carry with us in our other lives, whether it be still here on the earth or in another life. I just think that something is very demonic about placing women in combat, and I feel very strongly that women should be questioned as well if she signs up for this job. On my free time, I am a PGR, Patriot Guard Rider. I have been for the last 5 years. I have no choice but to support the females if they do go through with this. I'm extremely athletic. I remember having PT, physical training, in at exactly 5:40 a.m., or if we had our road marches, we met at 4:40 a.m. I love working out. I love hiking. I'd rather be dead if I can't be in motion. I used to play a sport called ice speed skating. I have done it all my life up until 2007. That my ADHD drug with my dad that my dad replaced me with, so my cardio heart is definitely in check. Physically, I can lift well. My legs are perfect as far as leg curls, front or back. As far as front or back go. But I've never wanted to look like a man. Just fit, feel sexy, and know my place as well, wherever that may be at times. At the same time, I don't want to be weak, just in case I am needed to back myself up in a hurry. But I know for a fact I will not place myself in a questionable territory. I'm not scared. I've been there many opportunities where I was the only female, and I can't imagine myself being in a foreign land and being the only female in a squad or even on a mission. I just feel that even the good guys that would never do anything without consent would be put to the test just because I am present. That's it. That's all it takes. I'm also an Army brat. I guess from birth I have a different perspective on just life in general, and where and when it is not okay to tread water. I had a master sergeant that used to tell me that I'd get on his nerves for all the right reasons. I don't really think about those words at all. I thought I was just pissing him off or bugging him like a wife or something. I just wanted to know what your opinion is, and I hear the stories on it, or should it be up to the women, or are all women equal? There are still jobs in civilian life that women just don't go for. My thought on that is, I think it's an individual thing. I don't have a problem with women in combat. God only knows, Israelis do it, and look at the Viet Cong and stuff like that. I gear my daughter or my family, but a lot of videos you see on hiking and stuff, you see predominantly my daughter, my smallest. I teach her to be strong, and at the same time, to let her, it's a lot of fun stuff to do. But the other thing too is a lot of people don't realize she's been on the wrestling team for 5 years now, and she's on the, so next Tuesday I'm going to videotape a little bit of her practice and show everybody. I think all people are created equal. A woman can do a job just as well as a man. I mean, there's men that are in the military that are definitely out of shape, and they can't carry a rock on their back. But at the same time, I think women are very, very smart. They're very, very resourceful. I don't have a problem with women in combat and stuff like that. But how I think of things is like my wife, and you've seen some videos here or there with her in it, and she's a rough and tough woman. And how I gear women in combat, or my perspective is that in an SHTF or WROL, is that I think a lot of groups, community groups and stuff like that, have a lot of women in there. There's a lot of women out there that can shoot and do things just as well as a man. There's a lot of fine women out there, like AJ Prepper, Southern Belle Prepper, Purbane, Survivor 2 with Cindy. Then you got the Patriot Nurse, and you got a lot of really great people out there, women that are great with firearms. They're great with tactics. They're knowledgeable. They can do a lot of stuff even some men can't do. I'm not prejudiced, nor do I think in a SHTF and stuff like that, do I think a woman's job is necessarily just to stay home. And I think in an SHTF scenario, I think the women have to know, or they have to have, we have to teach them knowledge and all that about how to shoot firearms and all that other stuff. But they have to know a lot too, and they have to be trained, and that's why a lot of people like me and other people were preppers, and we get our family ready. We teach them, we talk to them, we go backpacking, hiking, we go to the rifle ranges, and stuff like that. They're going to have to know. Women in the SHTF and all that, I don't think there's really a lot different between, they're going to be soldiers in a perspective. I'm not saying militia groups or anything like that, but just for a perspective. They'll have to learn how to defend the house, and there's women are so resourceful. My wife thinks of stuff I don't even think about. Like I said, I'm definitely not judgmental, and I think, of course, is there women, or can women be in the Green Berets or Navy SEALs? Is it practical? Who knows? But I think that depends upon the individual lady about how hard she wants this job. That kind of a job, how hard she can push herself mentally and physically. I've seen plenty of guys when I was in the Marine Corps could not hike. They go 2-3 miles down the road and then they just fall down, they get a blister on the toe and they start crying. Then the doc, the medic picks them up, throws them back at a deuce and a half. I've seen a lot of that stuff happen. One thing about my family, I teach them to be strong, but I also let them know how much I love them, and I'm not going to be around forever. If something would happen to me, my wife has to take over and be the leader of the family. And I think that's why it's important for the entire family to do projects together, whether it's backpacking, camping, and going swimming and working out, a lot of stuff like that. Learning how to start fires, out in the woods, all that really, really great stuff. That way my wife is going to take care of the kids. My kids and I, we had a somewhat of a powwow last night, because I live in Wisconsin. We got hit with a blizzard last night. We got a foot of snow. But I told my kids, I says, I'm not going to be around forever. I'm trying to teach as much as I can. Before my kids are my age, even my youngest, my little girl, by the time she's my age, I'll be like almost 85 years old. And our job as a parent is to try to protect our children, take care of ourselves now. So therefore, in the future, we can take care of our kids when something happens, and so we can teach them, and so they're more knowledgeable and stuff. But give me some feedback, what you want. Keep the comments clean and all that, and I'll be doing another video on Sunday. We got a massive rainstorm coming here in the Midwest in Wisconsin, so I'm going to be videotaping that. I'll be out there backpacking through it. God bless. Take care.